cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta lock the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the can't stop, but it's happening. I'm here to chat with the boys, not so tough, but must keep cracking. Just to chat with the guys, white girls gotta tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, I'm please use caution.
Let's get it. Come on.
Stop that. Please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One move, I'ma let out the choose, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the piece. When I open screen, gotta get out the I wanna chat to the guys, move to the quick, can't stop, but it's happening. I'm here to chat with the boys, not so tough, but must keep cracking. Just to chat with the guys, white girls gotta tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, I'm please use Stop that.
Welcome. Let's get it. Come on. All right. Welcome to the red mic. Welcome to the red hot mic, if you would. And I want to thank you for joining me. So let's get with it. Cheers. This is the Red Hot Mic. I'm your host, G Alpha Palmer. Let's get it. All right, now we're getting there. Oh yeah, let's get it. It's hot in here. It's gonna get hot. I'm gonna help some folks today, though. We're gonna help some folks. Come on. Woo! Come on. All right. Woo! 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 Yeah, yeah. I hope you like it. I do. I do. I have to admit, I do. I do. I'm gonna check this out and then we'll get started.
Hey, what up, say? Yeah, now I rep the O, what you know, by the west side. I just bought a whip, all in cash, live my best life. Bought a couple stocks, so I'm covered for the next 5. I don't like the top, but I will if you test my patience. I'm patiently waiting, think you know me, but you been mistaken. Loading my crib, I like you vacant. Up in the morning, I'm eating bacon. Don't let a cap and I don't like faking. I need a bag,
all right.
Liquor and women, I'm never chasing. She don't know me, but she know that I'm
hot music.
Way too much.
Come on. Ain't nothing wrong with a little hot music. Come on. Come on.
Told them that it would work. They ain't take it serious. I showed them that I could first. Now I got a crib. I'm strange. Good. I got way too much money coming out of woodwork. Remember back then, I told them that it would work. They ain't take it serious. I showed them that I could first. Now I got a crib. I'm strange. On this good. I got rest. I got bills. I need my mama up in the hills. I need tools. Stay in the fields.
Come on.
I don't need pills. I just need money.
You see a thumbnail? Come on. You see a thumbnail? Ladies. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Share, like, and hit the subscription. Subscribe for the channel. Hit the like, share, and the notification. That's what I want you to do. Because what we're going to get into is going to help some of you ladies. I know some of y'all think that I don't like women. I love women, and that's why I do what I do. And sure, I get hit from all sides, but that's okay. I'm going to help my sisters. I'm going to help my sisters. That's more important than what someone has to say about me. I'm going to help my sisters. Yes. Come on. Come on. Now, you've already seen. No, I'm not gonna give you that. You've already seen what we're gonna talk about, and I just want to help. I'm not trying to hurt. That's all. I'm not gonna hurt. I'm trying to help. Come on in. Come on in. Come on into the Red Hot Mic with your host, Dr. G. Alfred Palmer. And I'm excited because what we want to talk about today. Come on in. All right. All right. All right. Time to get rid of the lights. I'm just having fun. I got to enjoy it, especially when you put on something like this, right? You gotta be willing to have fun, because if you're not, why put it on? Come on. All right. Let me lower the music a little bit. We're going to try to keep the music going, but we're going to try not to put it in the way. Let it get in the way. Okay. Pomegranate juice, not alcohol. Good antioxidant. Good for your blood. Good for your system. Pomegranate juice. Check it out. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mic check. Red mic check. Red mic check. Red mic check. I am your host, Dr. G. Alfred Palmer, welcoming you once again to the Red Hot Mic. And I'm excited about this topic You see the thumbnail? How to find a purposeful woman. Fellas, you have time and time again come across some women, well, they're not even women, they're females, that you thought was a woman. And what we're going to do is we're going to help you to identify these women. And then we're going to talk about how to find a purposeful, a virtuous woman. So here we go. I just need to get rid of that. Now, in talking about this topic, I have to address the idea that some of you have heard some of the other things that I've said, and some of my social media has reflected that, and that's okay, because that's what it's all about. It's all about getting people to change their thinking, to reconsider the idea that they have. That's all I present. See, so many people think that what they think is the only way to think, but many of us have had thoughts about certain things that eventually we found out was wrong. We used to believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, but we grew up and we matured mentally and cognitively to find out and to realize that those ideas are not true. Our life is like that. It is really, really like that. So we have to, as individuals, as grown-ups, to begin to check some of the things that we hold as being true that we've never really even tested to see if it's true. But we've held on to them, and we've given them our full support, saying this is the way that it is because it's the way I've been taught. So many things that we've been taught that is wrong. Now, that's not to say that the people that taught us these things didn't love us. They did the best that they could with what they had. But what we've got to understand is this, and I'm going to go into some of my seminary training. The word repent actually means to change your mind. The first thing that Jesus ever said was repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. He said, repent, change your mind, change the way you think. That's the first thing he called us to do. That's what we need to do. Change the way we think about things. We need to consider thinking differently about them. And so that's what we're going to approach today. We're going to talk a little bit about how to find, fellas, how to find that virtuous woman, how to find that purposeful woman, and not and stop hooking up. And I mean, some of you guys are the reason why you're gonna like is drawing the like, because you're not a man, you're a male, and males lack the mental, the cognitive, and the emotional development to be able to identify the differences between a female who is like you, lacking development in cognitively, emotionally, and mentally. But so you're unable to identify her from a woman who is developed in those areas, just like a man is developed in those areas. Ladies, you've done the same thing. You've chosen a male thinking he was a man, and you found out down the road that he wasn't. And you got what you got because of your choosing, your selection, right? So what we've got to do is learn how to select better. For some of us, it's too late. But for some of our younger ladies, younger men, this is who I'm talking to. You're who I'm talking to. You're the one that my attention is geared toward. But I'm going to get kickback from those that it's too late for. They've had their opportunities and they missed them. And now, because they've missed their opportunity, they don't want you to have it either. So what you need to do is to hear what I'm saying. Don't listen. Hear what I'm saying. Because as you hear what I'm saying, because if you have an ear to hear, you will hear. But so many people don't want to hear. They want to listen. And they're waiting for you to, and here's what listening is, waiting for you to shut up so I can refute or deny or denounce whatever it is that you said. That's what listening does. But hearing entails and requires the whole of a being. Spirit, soul, body, cognitively, emotionally, and mentally. It requires you to come in and to give all of you. So I'm asking for all of you to consider what it is I'm going to present to you, how to find a virtuous, or how to find a purposeful. I like the word purpose because that is the most important word. It's the most important word, and you're going to hear and understand why as we go on. Now, listen, I need you to do a couple things for me, if you would. I'm new to this venue. Not really new, but I'm compared to a lot of the people that are content creators. I'm really new. This is I've been at this less than 6 months, under a year for sure. I need you to do this. I need you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I need you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I need you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when further content is coming out. We're going to be hitting some content that's going to be very controversial. We're going to be rendering some content that is very controversial. We're going to be rendering some content that's very controversial. But it's going to be helpful if you can hear. Just as this will. It will be helpful if you can hear. Now, we're going to talk about a couple other topics that I think that are going to be, that's going to follow up on what I'm talking about in this video, and you're not going to want to miss them. You're not going to want to miss them. And I have something for both, for the men and for the women, for the males and the females. So you don't want to miss it. So, but I want to talk about this topic right here. Being that I have my training is in the area of psychology, counseling, theology, philosophy, business management. I've learned how to pull from different areas. But I'm going to be honest with you, my foundation is biblical. Now, some people will say, hey, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't hear about no Bible. I get it. I don't want to hear religion either, because I don't think the biblical narrative is a religious book, but it's been used as one. There's been plenty of books that have been intended for one thing, but used for another. And I am an avid believer that the Bible is one of those. I believe if you're a human being, the principles, the laws of the Bible, the directives of the Bible, the precepts of the Bible, the creeds of the Bible are for everyone that's alive. It has nothing to do with religion. It has all to do with you being a human being. Okay? So I'm going to use things from the biblical narrative. I'm going to use things from psychology. I'm going to use things from philosophy. You're going to hear a lot of different things, but that's not the point. The point is, do you really hear what I'm saying? Okay. Now, there's this notion, especially in religious circles, that says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. And I'm going to tell you that's false. And because this is what we're doing. We're, as men, are going around trying to find a wife. And what else is happening is women are waiting to be found. And as a result of waiting to be found, they're not being selected. They're not being found because they're not putting themselves in the position to be found. Okay? But I'm going to go in a little bit more of that in a minute. But what we have done as men, as we have gone out looking for wives. Now, here's what you've got to understand. That you're not sent here for a wife. Mm-mm. Just like she's not sent here for a husband. Mm-mm. She's not. The number one thing that you have been sent to do is to fulfill your purpose, gentlemen. But you can't fulfill purpose without knowing what your purpose is. Most people, I've come across people I've been doing this for decades, and I've talked to tons and tons of people, and they don't know what their purpose is. Now, let me say something to you. Your purpose and your passion are not the same thing. I'm going to talk about that later down the road. Purpose and passion are not the same thing. Purpose and functionality is not the same thing. See, you function as someone's uncle, someone's father, someone's husband. You function as a business owner, entrepreneur, or an employee or an employer. Those are functions. Those aren't purpose. So we have got to understand what purpose is. And once we find out what purpose is, we've got to find our purpose. You're not going to stumble over it. It's very intentional. Just because a person is making money doesn't mean they found purpose. Just because a person doesn't have money like other people doesn't mean they haven't found purpose. Purpose is the effectiveness of that by which you were sent and for what you were sent. That's purpose. Purpose is the reason you were born. But see, what we want to do is we want to promote passion. Passion is emotion. You're not here to be emotional. You're here to be purposeful. And to be purposeful, you have to be very, very intentional. You being here is very intentional. It's not by happenstance. It's not by a whim. Even though your parents may have it was just a sexual encounter, a one-night stand. It has nothing to do with you being sent. Because by virtue of the fact that you're here means that you were sent divinely, universally, you were sent. You are not an accident. Excuse me. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are very intentionally sent with something that is very, very important. Gentlemen, you are important. I'm going to be talking about employment. I'm going to be talking about the difference between work and a job and how and why as Black men in this country, we are having such difficult in the area of employment. I'm going to talk about why. I'm going to share with you why. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's divinely inspired reasons why. And we're going to talk about that. There's so much to talk about. There is so much to talk about. You want to get in on this channel. You want to subscribe to this channel because of what's going to be coming. So let's talk about this area of, finding a wife. Let's talk about this area of finding a wife. Now, so many of us are told, gentlemen, that you have to go out and find yourself a wife. And when you find her, you found a good thing. That's the mistake. Because what needs to happen is we've got to stop seeking people and we've got to find your purpose and start going about fulfilling purpose. Now, once you start fulfilling your purpose, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? That woman will appear. That woman will appear. But she's not going to be attracted by your looks. She's not going to be attracted by what you have on. She's going to be attracted by your purpose. She's going to be attracted by your purpose and nothing else. And what that will do, it will cause you to meet. It will cause you to meet each other, to detect each other, to happen upon each other. But it only happens when you are about your Father's business. And your Father's business is your purpose. Now, when I say your Father, in a religious sense, that means your creator. That means what the universe had planned for you. When you do those things, the things that you need will come to you because you do need a wife. And I'm going to tell you why you need a wife, but you do need her. But before you need a wife, before you can detect a wife, before you can encounter a wife, you have got to find your purpose. Why are you here? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? And I need to say this about purpose. Purpose is that benefits community, culture, and clan. It is not illegal, immoral, or hurts other people. It's not immoral. It doesn't hurt other people. So if you think that your job or your purpose is to sell drugs, that's not purpose. If you think that your job or your purpose is to pimp, that's not purpose. And it could be a noble thing. You think that you being a rapper is your purpose. No, that's not purpose. It has to be something that builds, that enhances. Huh? Okay? So the man that first finds purpose will find or encounter, or he will happen upon a wife. Now here, ladies, is what's important. A wife is a wife before she's a wife. You have to learn how to be a wife before you can be one. Most females want to get a man and then become a wife. No. You can do that, but you're going to have hell to pay, brother, because she's going to experiment on you. She's got to be a wife before she is a wife. Well, how does that happen? Well, she learns by the examples that have been placed in her life. That's why we have so many problems with females. All females have not been raised correctly. Now, they've been either raised in a single parent home or they've been raised in a dysfunctional home where the man has been either alpha male or beta male. He hasn't been a balanced, purposeful man. Or she has been raised in a single parent home where she was only raised by other females. Notice I didn't say women. If she's a woman, knows better than trying to raise children by herself. She knows because she's developmental. She's mentally, cognitively, and emotionally balanced and developed. A woman is those things, but females aren't. So it becomes very, very intentional that when a man finds a wife, what's going to happen is he's going to find a woman that's attracted, that is attracted to or detects his purpose. See, it's about purpose because looks are going to fade. Your looks, gentlemen, and her shape, angles, her attractiveness is going to diminish. But if you both have connection relative to purpose, that is the most important thing. It will keep you together. But what we want is he's got to have 6 figures. Let me tell you this about purpose. Purpose provides provision. Purpose, you want to write that one down. Purpose provides provision. Whatever is purposed is provided for. So if you find purpose, your purpose will be, you will have provision. There will be provision for your purpose. But what we want to do is try to find someone with money. See, money is not provision. See, provision is access. When you have provision, when you have provision, you have access. And what you have access to is not always monetary. Your provision could be access to people, places, and things, right? That's what your provision can be. But not always will money get you those things. If you got people or you're around people that have more or as much money as you, then your money will be meaningless to them. So, but if you have access and you have that favor that only purpose can give you, doors will open for you. And that's what's important. That's why it's important for you to find purpose, gentlemen. Purpose. Do you ever think about why? Do you ever think about why churches are full of women following a man's vision rather than your vision at home? Because you have no vision. What vision is purpose in picture form. You have none. But this man has a vision, whether it's the right one or not. He has one. Where's yours? And so she doesn't want to. A woman will follow a man with a vision. Females will follow a man with money until the money runs out. It's tight, but it's right. You know, I want to say this. My voice is not going to be for everyone. You're not going to like how I say things, the way I put things. You're not everything, but they didn't like that. They didn't like the way Jesus said everything. So not everybody's going to like everything anyone says. So the best thing that you can do is be you. And the ones that have an ear to hear will hear. And those that don't, keep moving. Keep moving. Keep it moving, because those people are not looking to hear. They're waiting for you to shut up. They're listening. They're waiting for you to shut up so they can tell you how you're supposed to say something. I'm supposed to say the things I'm supposed to say the way that I say them, not the way you want me to say them. Because I'm me. Now, if you don't like the way I say something, then you don't have to listen. But the bottom line is, every single one of us are not going to be received by everyone. I don't care how nice you put something. I don't care how sweet you speak. Not everyone's going to receive what you say. So if they don't receive it, believe me, you're not sent to them. Keep moving. Sure, I say some things that I try to make you think, because I know what other people are thinking out there. I hear things, and when I hear things, it's not so much what I believe, it's what I hear. And when I hear it, see, because when you hear things and you put them out there, it's because that's what other people are thinking. So you address that, and you open that up for discussion. But people think, oh, he don't like women. Your mother is a woman. Why you dislike women? Well, why do you dislike men? Your dad's a man. We could go around, and then I hear this all the time. When you make a point, so many times you're going to get, well, not all. Well, we can't say all about anything. That's not the point. It's not about all. You can't get all of anything in any degree, in any situation. Okay? But it's important to understand this. Let me get back. It's important to understand this. In order to find, gentlemen, in order to find or to have this woman happen upon you, it's for you to find purpose. You to get busy. You to get a vision. Now, I want to talk to you about what vision is and how you identify vision. It's important that you know how you do that, because some people don't have any idea what vision is. Like I said before, vision is purpose in picture form, but there's some criteria. And so we want to talk about those kinds of things. There's some other things. There's a lot of things we're going to talk about. Now, this may not be, I like dancing. I love music. I love dressing up. So I'm going to do those things. But I have something for you. I have something for you. Anybody know me? And anybody know my past, know that I like to dance. I've won dance contest. I've done all that stuff because I've been dancing since I was 4 years old, actually. I've been in contests, talent contest. I've done all those things as a young kid, singing in middle school, singing in elementary school. We had groups. We did all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna dress up and do all this. Yeah. I like this. It's fun. Oh, he think he didn't know. Just having fun. It's my life. I'm supposed to enjoy it. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna render the truth to you. I'm going to give it to you. Now, whether you hear it or not, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not trying to prove anything to you. I'm going to say what I hear, whether you like it or not. So if you feel like you have to correct me, I wouldn't even waste my time. I really wouldn't, because I have an ear set to someone that's not here. I have an ear to in another realm. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. And if it's that bad, just unfriend, unsubscribe, go about your business. There are 7.5 billion people, and so with that many people, there is an ear. There are ears that would hear what I'm saying. Well, I've gone over time, and I've been trying to keep these things short. But anyway, I'm going to be back. Let's see what we got here. I will be back, and I'm hoping you join me. So Until the next time, this is Dr. G. Alfred Palmer wishing you the best and saying cheers to you.